About this review. We're republishing this review after using the phone for just over a month. I, Alex Dobie, have been carrying the unlocked model, LG US 997, on firmware v09L, with the March 1, 2017 Android security patch, based on Android 7.0 Nougat. The phone was updated to v108 during the review period. I've been using the phone in Manchester and London, England, as well as Barcelona, Spain during MWC 2017. Prior to reviewing the phone, I spent a few days in Seoul, South Korea, where I was able to use a number of pre-production G6 models. At first glance, the LG G6 is both familiar and something of an oddball. For a 5.7-inch phone, it's smaller than you'd expect. There's an entirely obvious reason for that. For a modern smartphone of any kind, the screen is a good deal taller than any previous model. And while the curved glass back panel has echoes of Samsung's Galaxy line, the front is almost aggressively flat, with a chamfered metal trim that's essentially flush with the display. That's a deliberate design decision, LG tells us, with the idea being to avoid exposed 2.5D glass protrusions on the front, which would be a structural weakness should the phone take a tumble. You'll still need to deal with curved glass on the back, however that panel is furnished in Gorilla Glass 5, as opposed to version 3 of the material, which makes up the screen. The front face has an unconventional look, but it's also a welcome respite from the sea of phones with slightly curved glass displays. This is a phone which feels both big and small at the same time, and the form factor is just a tad reminiscent of traditional candy bars like LG's own chocolate phones of yesteryear. Of course there is an argument to be had about just how useful a 5.7-inch, 18:9 display is, given that most videos, shot at 16:9, conjure up black borders on the G6. But for the most part, Android apps fill the extra space without issue. The G6 is crafted from metal and glass, and now the battery is fully sealed in, so you won't be popping off the back to swap power packs or, for any other reason. As a result, this thing feels solid and well built, with clean lines, precise joints and a pleasing contrast between the deliberately flat front face and the more ergonomic curved rear. This isn't a rugged phone by any means, but it feels much more sturdy than anything LG has produced before. Your three color options are black, white, and platinum, my personal favorite the back of which has a neat brushed texture beneath the glass. In meetings in Seoul, Korea ahead of today's launch, LG hinted that more G6 colors would likely be arriving sometime after launch. The solid outer frame holding everything together has a pleasant